hearts of Nigerian homes on a global audience. 2 decades of pulsating excitement and unforgettable adventure, captured from over 3 million kilometers of travel across the continent and beyond. Goge Africa says, a warm welcome. Join us every Wednesday, 6 to 6:30 p.m. on the network service of the NTA. Goge Africa, a window into Africa's heritage, tourism and investments. Cape Verde is an archipelago and island country in the Central Atlantic Ocean, consisting of 10 volcanic islands with a combined land area of about 4,033 square kilometers. This West African country of a little over 550,000 citizens is quite famous for its warm tropical climate, volcanic islands and delicious cuisines. A beautiful destination if you are looking for a relaxing, sun-filled package holiday. Water sports like fishing, diving and surfing takes its pride of place on the Santiago Island alongside wind and kite surfers. Destination West Africa project seeks to explore the economic pathways as well as the numerous business opportunities Cape Verde has to offer. Join us on this journey of discovery. Destination West Africa beckons. They may call the ambulance on your behalf.
They put you in the stretcher, they carry you to gorillas and bring you back here.
You could be stopped by the forest. When fear sends shivers down the spine.
Yeah, we do have snakes, poisonous and non-poisonous ones.
What?
You're armed with only a stick to support your tired body. Now, to flee from your fears is never an option. Just recently, our quest took us to Uganda in search of what the East African nation offers on culture and tourism. We toured round this land that prides itself as the pearl of Africa. Our quest led us to gorilla tracking adventure, which tops Uganda's wildlife conservation attractions. Also, this video, touched by a wild mountain gorilla with over 7 million views on YouTube, was assuring. And so we headed to the jungle to accomplish this once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Our destination was Bwindi Impenetrable Forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site for mountain gorilla tracking. Located in southwestern Uganda, along the border with the Democratic Republic of Congo, Bwindi Impenetrable Forest stretches about 331 square kilometers and is accessible only on foot. To begin our adventure, we arrived at the front office very early in the morning in the high-altitude freezing weather for registration and life-saving briefing.
I'm wearing socks in my hands, by the way, because it's freezing cold here. I had to get this from a friend at the lodge.
Our optimism increased with the presence of other tourists.
I encourage you to have enough water with you, minimum 2 liters per person. Make sure you have lunch and put your trousers inside the stockings because we have safari ants here. And these safari ants climb you, they bite you. They are not poisonous, but they disorganize you. Then sadly, we are going to start walking. And you may walk, you reach a point you feel you are very, very tired. Please, when you are tired, let your guide know. The guide can decide to give you a hand and the support staff pushes you from behind. And if you say, no, I can't make any other step ahead, the guide has 2 options. 1, giving you somebody to bring you back here. Then the second option, he or she can communicate here. We organize the community members, people from around here. They come with the African helicopter, the stretcher. They put you in the stretcher. They carry you to gorillas and bring you back here.
After the eye-opening briefing, we changed into more appropriate gear for the task ahead. Working boots, warm layer clothes, waterproof jacket, long trousers, and hiking sticks as props. 4 groups emerged, and we were assigned to the Bueza group, made up of 8 tourists, 1 guide, 2 helpers, and 2 armed rangers.
Bueza is the Fumbira name, meaning good.
Good.
Yeah, simple. And it is the group composed of 11 members. We have all the categories of members. We categorize these gorilla individuals according to age, starting from silverbacks. One has to be a silverback at the age of 13. So from 13 and above, one is called a silverback because that's the age where he begins changing the back into gray. And then below him are blackerbacks. And we have a number of blackerbacks. In fact, 2 silverbacks, which is not usual. It is special. Many groups normally have 1, but with this group, it is 2 silverbacks. Then a number of blackerbacks. It is also special because these males normally get chased away from their respective groups by the dominant. But with this group, it is something special.
Now the trek has begun. We must maneuver the dense rainforest and bamboo-covered slopes in search of a mountain gorilla colony. Gorilla tracking is unpredictable. It is tedious, energy-sapping. A good physical condition is recommended.
We've been walking for about an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
And we're yet to find the gorillas. Wish me luck. Okay.
Shortly into the adventure, our perseverance started wearing out. We attempted scaling all the hurdles the forest threw at us. Finally, the quest got to its tipping end.
Yeah, we do have snakes. Poisonous and non-poisonous ones.
What? What colors are the poisonous ones?
Do you want me to mention some of them to you?
Yes, please.
Do you get
Tell me
scared
what
of them?
colors they- Well, if they're poisonous, hey, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, I will mention some.
Okay.
If you are happy and satisfied of them, then I will stop there. We have the green mamba, the black mamba,
What?
the black mamba. We have the puff adder,
The puff adder.
yeah, the spitting cobra.
Okay.
Yeah, those are some of the.
Okay. But do they sometimes like fall from the top of the tree?
Sometimes we do. One time, I stepped over a spitting cobra. It was running down a hill to for water. So I was walking without knowing that he was coming.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I found it here,
Jesus.
just passing, and I was like paralyzed. I just stayed like this,
And it passed?
and he passed, yeah, but there was no harm. He was moving down.
Our team stopped time and again, waiting for clues from the advance party, tracking the position of the gorillas.
Roja, hakuna shida, wacha tuendelee mbele tuone. Takufikia saa yoyote. A gorilla fresh trail. Today morning, they passed here, and you can see the crushed vegetation. the truck getting into the trail we are using.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can tell that they were coming from up there to this direction because the direction of the crushed vegetation faces this side. And that's the most important sign you have to look for if you are tracking these gorillas.
The gorillas' trails are spotted from their droppings and footprints on the soil. The fresher the droppings, the closer we were to them. Other animal droppings are differentiated from those of the gorillas.
Here is the flesh trail, the flesh dung of the gorillas for this morning. They have been here this morning, and you can see even the pee on the side of the dung. And you can see the color of the dung is much greener than the first one we saw, and which I said was for yesterday. Yeah.
As we progressed, we soon got to the fear factor point. Fright sets in. It was evident on the faces of everyone, except the locals. After so much hesitation, we persevered. Every sigh brought us closer to the primates, and suddenly the guide gathered us for what he termed as a final briefing.
From this point, we are going to the gorillas, and the contact distance will be 7 meters. 7 meters is equivalent to 21 feet, those who are used to feet. And you have to be very well organized, no sudden movements, no shouting, just enjoy the gorillas, right? If you want to talk, just whisper or at a lower voice.
From then onwards, we communicated only in whispers.
Gorillas are actually here. We're going to find them in a minute. Let's go.
Even as the rowdy chants of the gorillas increased, it was a tense moment. Then came this encounter. Her action heralded the first sign of the mountain gorillas. We religiously maintained 6 meters from the gorillas, simply due to extreme caution, even though touching the gorillas was not permitted.
We're right here in the middle of the jungle, and it's amazing. I've got silverback.
But soon after, fear gave way to a relaxed atmosphere. We started enjoying every bit of our adventure.
Hey, Africa. Go Africa! Yes!
We sat around them for a whole hour while gazing into their big round eyes as they demonstrate their organizational and territorial dominance. They are voracious eaters. Their favorite food seems to be bamboo tendrils and wild celery. After the exceptional emotion of this experience, it was hard to say goodbye to the gorillas when our time was up. But we did not anticipate how hard it would be to leave the forest. The walk back is hard. The water break came handy. Although it was hard work getting there, nothing is as rewarding as a magical hour we spent with the gorillas.
Okay, now we've seen the gorillas. I'm pretty satisfied. Oh, who knows what next? Now this is Go Africa.
Don't you go away.
The awesome sight of the massive silverback will remain with us for a very long time. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience every adventure seeker should include in his to-do list.
Goge, Africa.
Africa. Africa. Africa. Africa. Africa.
Africa, 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 Africa is the only thing I want to hear. It's the only thing I want to say.
Go Get Africa is for Africa and is about Africa. Go Get Africa for Africa.
All right, viewers, I'm sure you're having a great time. Well, this time out, it's time for Sights and Sound on Go Get Africa. Don't you go away.
Katwe is a crater lake situated inside Queen Elizabeth National Park in Uganda, an internationally important area of the savannah that is home to a wide range of land animals, bird sanctuary, and the Western Rift Valley. Several streams drain into the Katwe Lake. The collected water guarantees intense exploration during the dry seasons, leading to the water becoming extremely salty. Katwe Lake is far too salty to support any other agricultural activities other than salt mining, which has ensured the survival of the Katwe community since the 16th century.
Right now, I'm seated on bags of salt in a remote village here in Uganda, because today we're bringing you up close with the business of salt making in Africa. Stay with us.
At the moment, we are at Kasenyi Salt Lake. The whole of this is Kasenyi Salt Lake. So it is a crater lake, and it is where we get salt for using in our homes.
Okay.
Yeah, this salt, it is the one which is got from here.
Okay.
It is not yet processed.
That's why it's brown.
That's why it is brown.
Okay.
Yeah, they are still crystals, big crystals.
Okay.
So we get salt during dry season. Right now there is no work being done because it rained. It rained yesterday but one, so now there is nothing that can be done.
During our tour of the lake,